with here we have Priyam Baba and Soraya Taneja. So I request you both to please introduce your topic to us.
My name is Soraya, and being newly married wives, we wanted to create a platform where wives can interact with others and share stories. Being newly married, you move to a new home, you move to a new city, you have a new family that you need to adjust to, so you have so many common stories that you can share. And we wanted to create a sort of support group for women. And another big use of the platform was, the idea why I started was because, it's very hard to advertise, very expensive to advertise. Lots of women are doing amazingly unique things at their homes, and so we wanted to give them a platform where they could sell and they could interact and they could actually market their products. And so a lot of the women are using this platform for that reason.
My name is Priyam Baba. The basic idea behind this group was for women having their issues, like just exactly how Soraya put it. So women who are married into new cities, who find it difficult, have same problems, right? Like you get to a new city, you interact, you have a new set of friends, you have a new set of family, you've left behind your old childhood friends. So basically, to create a close-knit circle for yourself, that's going to be your support system in this new city. So, like women, wives, other wives who have the same kind of issues, the same kind of thoughts, the same kind of grievances, maybe the same kind of queries, and the same kind of things that they want to inquire about. And more so, if they have some kind of work that they're doing at home, which they're finding it difficult to advertise about, How do you advertise? Advertising is, all the channels today in advertising are very expensive. Take a newspaper ad, it's so expensive. Take a hoarding, take a billboard, take any kind of form of advertising. How does a small housewife who has very limited resources advertise a product? So we thought of creating a group where women can advertise their products, whatever little things they're doing. Maybe they're baking at home, maybe they're a good cook, but they want to start something, or they already have a small business at home. How do they promote their business? So we thought that instead of actually competing with each other, that's our tagline now, collaboration over competition. Connecting Wives is all about that. So we collaborate together. Today the strength of the group is that there are 57,000 women, growing by 600 women per day literally. So that's the strength of the group now. So because of so many women coming together, we have created a whole platform of networking as well as buying and selling on the group. So a lot of people, a lot of women wives have got a lot of leverage, and we can even show you the kind of response we've got, kind of thank you messages, because our platform is absolutely free. We don't charge anything for advertising on the group. So it's basically, we've got like a list of thank you notes which have been for all the little things and the big breaks that all these wives have gotten because of the group.
As you mentioned before, that the group was created for advertising.
Yes.
And then now women buy, sell and advertise their products, even share their personal problems if they have. So it's a mixture of all the things.
Initially the group wasn't started for advertising.
Okay.
The group initially was started for wives to have a forum to discuss
And to share.
And share.
And to share about everything. Share about a party you've gone to, what kind of clothes you want to wear, what kind of clothes you want to have. Share about anything that interesting you've read. Share about interesting recipes. Maybe someone can add something to the recipe right on the group.
Talk about children. There's so many queries about how to raise your children, how to what food you should give them, all those kind of topics. But now the group is mainly used for a buying and selling medium for these women.
So since it started, that was one of the parameters to promote your business. It became the focal point, because that picked up tremendously. That's
the response that people were getting.
So then we also thought that let's just promote the thing that is like what's actually helping wives is maybe this at this point, and maybe we can create the forum a little later. So now, in fact, 2 days ago we got request that we want to create a forum where we can just talk as well. So now maybe we will go on that and make that as well. But the initial idea was for everything, but this picked up the most.
Is there a certain age limit to the group?
No, but I guess the name suggests connecting wives, so predominantly it is about, I think they're probably 20.
About 18 to 20, going up to whichever age bracket. You're a wife, you are most welcome to be on it.
Okay, if at all, if there's a girl and she is in a need and she wants to buy some things and she would want to join your group, but she's not married, so is that possible? Okay, she
Actually, the guidelines say that wives and to be wives.
and to be wives.
So you can have women per se, but of course of a certain age bracket. Not girls who are 10 to 12 years old, because sometimes wives ask certain intimate questions which have been there in the group. So we don't
Would you like
want
to place
them
an
to be-
example of that? If
Yeah.
at all you
Yeah,
you
sure. I
mind.
mean, we did have wives asking that we have trouble getting intimate with my husband, let's say. We've had a question like that. Can you suggest something, please? Can you help me out? I'm from a new city, but I'm finding it tough. He's very shy. How do I go ahead with this? So these kind of questions are asked.
And women have responded to
Women
that.
have responded. There was another, very recently, a comment mention of a thing that some wife mentioned that I'm very upset, I am very angry, I feel like literally killing this person. He's duped me and he has actually left me in a very difficult position. So there are 10 wives. The beauty about it was the whole support system, when we actually saw our own whole idea coming to life. There are 10 women commenting below it that no, that nothing comes out of trying to take revenge from that person. You should hold on to. Patience is a real virtue. So 10 women replying, that woman actually felt a little better. You have suddenly, there may be strangers, their wives, the people you don't know, but the fact that they actually supported you to make you feel calmer, and the fact that maybe it was not a friend, you could not converse this with your friend, your friends don't know because maybe they know that person. But you could talk to a group of strangers, but they're still wives, there's still a certain connection, and the other wives helping that person.
So is this group limited to the nation or it's overseas as well?
It's predominantly India-based, but it's not limited. I mean, we have people from the US, from London, from Dubai, from all over, Singapore.
So even they advertise their products?
Yeah.
Okay.
But predominantly, if you look at the group dynamics or the demographics, I think it's more of about 80% Indians and about 20%, maybe even 15% outside and about 85% Indian women.
If at all some man makes a fake ID and enters to your group and he's joined as well, what steps do you take to throw him
We
out?
can remove and block the person, and we don't accept that profile. So we right now have pending posts. We review the woman's profile before adding her. If it's a fake profile, we've now understood how to kind of distinguish and identify that.
Okay.
And we do not accept the invitation. If by chance it has been accepted and we get to know that it's a fake profile or it's not a woman of the group, then we have the liberty to delete them and block them, so they can never rejoin the group.
आपका पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में बताइए, जैसे कि अभी आपने कहा कि आप दिल्ली से हो, अपना कोर्स तो थोड़ा सा बताइए.
So I grew up in Japan for 10 years. I finished my school in Delhi. I did my undergraduate in Canada, and I did my master's in London. I worked there for 2 years. So I've been all over. I met my husband at a friend's wedding in Delhi, and after we got married, we were in Indonesia for about 10 months, and now we are based in Nagpur. And I am also working with my husband in his family business,
So I have been brought up in Nagpur. I run a jewelry store. That's my main line of work, like origins jewelry. I've been exhibiting practically all over, maybe even like Milan, Dubai, India, everywhere. That's my passion. I have a jewelry institute also. That's the main line of work that I'm doing.
Jewelry designing
jewelry designing institute. So I do jewelry designing as well as like our students, as well as this work. I have had a love marriage with my husband. The interesting part about my love marriage is that I'm a Hindu and he's a Muslim. My sister is married to a Christian and we are a Marwari Maheshwari family. So we are like a very secular family here. That's very interesting, I found. Because a lot of people even have these kind of problems, you know, to actually get married to the person they want to. Luckily, I've had a family which has been very supportive. They have brought us up, my parents have brought us up like boys. We know how to handle work, we can take care of decisions of even buying land, to stocks, to the office, to everything. We've had the liberty to take care of, to take decisions in our family. So I think that's how we've always had a business background, and that's why we've always been interested in making it grow. My husband's very supportive also. I think that's that. That's all about us. And I'm based here only right now. I've studied from Gemological Institute of America, from Thailand campus. Then I've done my postgrad in family business management from SP Jain in Bombay.
Why did this idea come of connecting wives? Why not connecting men? Because even men have needs, men have problems. They also want to advertise this stuff. They might be having intimate problems. So why not that?
Well, I think it's the both of us being founders and being newly married wives and women, of course. We wanted to connect with those type of women who share the same issues or concerns, have the same questions. Maybe connecting men can be another venture that we start
Soon.
in the future.
But right now it was basically we identified this problem per se because women, like I mentioned before, that men don't change their environment when they get married, and women do.
Yeah.
You know, women change cities, women change families. You know, you get more of a family. I'm not saying change families, but in the sense you're living. Your maximum part of your life will belong, and you will share it with someone else. You share it with your husband's family. So I feel it's far more of a change for her and far more of a transition for her. So it is automatically, we assume it's more difficult for her, you know. So we thought maybe, and we ourselves, like she clearly said, we are wives, we are women, we got married, we faced these issues. We wanted a network to communicate with. That it has grown so big in a span of 8 months is amazing. But like, you know, it started as like, you know, let's create, maybe now we create intimate groups as well. It's city-wise, not just like this is one whole big family. Maybe we make the family smaller per se, per city, and create support systems.
This has already been made? Or you,
No,
you
we're
plan
about
to?
to
You
just
plan
anxious
to?
about it.
Okay. This platform seems, you know, a path full of roses, but then path full of roses is thorns. So if at all there's a problem, how do you plan to tackle it? And if there's been a problem, how did you tackle it?
There have been problems per se. We've been hands-on with 2 people, handling a group of 60,000 women right now. We have 600 requests a day. We need a team. Basically, we've had trouble because we've posted certain guidelines on what's to be followed. But there's been so much traction and so much activity in the group that we've not been able to handle it. Okay, since we're just 2 people who were first, when it was just like 20,000-30,000 members, it was still manageable. Now it's growing. It's growing at a pace that we did not anticipate. So now we need a team. That's one problem that we were facing. We realized that we require a team, and we will take people from the group itself. We'll probably ask, and I'm sure a lot of people are really interested to be a part of the admin team of the group. Maybe not an admin, but at least as a moderator of the group. A lot of women are interested, who like the group, who are very fond of the group, and have become equally passionate about the group.
You were recently felicitated by the product manager of Facebook, Adit Vaidya. Would you like to share your experience? How was it all about? Because this has been growing enormously, and the product manager coming in felicitating is a big thing. So would you like to share your experience?
So basically, Facebook had a conference for how Facebook groups can help support women. So they invited about 30 women from all over India, all of them having their own groups on Facebook, and invited us to attend this in Delhi. And we were thrilled that we were invited by them, and the experience was amazing. It was so nice to hear what other women are doing, what their groups are all about. You know, there's so many different ways that, you know, and it's so powerful. The social media is so powerful and amazing that it was nice to hear from what other people are doing, their experiences, how they're handling their own groups, as well as, of course, learning from the Facebook team themselves about how we can better moderate and how we can better help and support women.
So have you been facing some problem, maybe putting up these jewelries online or anything?
Well, I think that, you know, as I mentioned before, when I got married, I moved to a new city, right? So having that, you know, not having a friend circle there readily available that I had known from since I was a child. Even how to run your own home, how to you know, deal with your or understand your husband, and ways of how to live, you know, actually live together in the same house. So based on that, then, you know, we created this platform, and I think Priyam has like a
Yes,
jewelry
so-
business also, so that was
I think the other
ये
reason,
इसमें आप दोनों कब मिले और एक ग्रुप की आइडिया कब आई आपको ऐसे करना चाहिए
No, so I had the idea when I was in Jakarta.
Okay.
When I was living there, I came up with the name Connecting Wives because that's what I wanted, to actually connect with other women. And I created a website, actually, first. And I moved back to Nagpur suddenly, and the whole concept didn't really gel. I think I was so fixated on wanting to connect with other women, but it just didn't work as well. And I think the medium also, the website itself wasn't up to date. It wasn't as per the times. So I was discussing the idea with Priyam, and she was so passionate about the idea, and I think we make a really good team. She's very, very creative, and I'm more professional, so I think it just worked. And so I left it. I had a child. I left it for a year, and then we just were talking. We were being
when we
friends
were
for
over
so
at
long.
we were friends. We were over at a dinner. We said why. Well, we just discussed why. The idea
Let's
was
just start
so interesting. I said, why have we let it go? Like, why have you forgotten about this thing? So we started discussing over dinner one night at Zing that let's
Let's just do it.
let's just do it. Let's just start. Let's just go. And I had like a number of ideas. We should do it like this, maybe do it like that. And so I loved it. So like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's just start. Give it a start, and we can keep on improving, on improvising once we started it.
Yeah.
So then we started it over this one dinner. Next morning we created the whole thing. Then we did a lot of creatives for the groups. Then that was the part that I'm more exactly what she said. So I'm more creative. So I'm more into strategies. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's introduce this. Maybe this would click. Maybe that would click. Plus, I've already have a huge base of women because of my jewelry business, you know. So because of that, I of course also helped in creating the whole circle of friends that we have. Which started out as just about 1,000, 2,000 women who I already knew, and it started like that, and then it grew really big. I understood the problem because I was in business, I was doing jewelry. I understand the problem of women not being able to use, and it being such a big potential for women and who can use. They don't have to go out, they don't have to step out from their house, they can do it when their husbands have left. They don't have to stop giving time to their husbands to do a business.
My last question. Nagpur is small. It's a small city, but yet smart. And you are young entrepreneurs. I would term you young entrepreneurs from Nagpur. So, how did other group people react to that, or other group admins react to that when you reached the official meet of Facebook?
It was an
Weren't they
excellent
surprised?
meet. They had a networking dinner one day before. We all thought, oh, why not collaborate with each other, you know, and do something, an event maybe in whichever city you're predominant. Like our Facebook group is specifically related has more members per se from Vidarbha area, Nagpur region. You know, we have about, let's say, 50 to 60%, like 60% literally, I think, because we just created a poll and we have the maximum people from in and around Nagpur, Pune, Bombay, basically Maharashtra. So our group is centric towards this region. The other groups are centric maybe towards north, maybe towards south. we thought we can all collaborate. Like I said, we are all about collaboration. We were never in the mood of competition. We always thought that let's do something together. Let's maybe if you want to do an event or you want to do some kind of a workshop here, you can do it with us. There was one group which was totally about Indian handlooms. They only discussed Indian handlooms. So we thought that maybe we could have some kind of an event where she could explain to women what Indian handlooms are. In turn, she can also reach out to the number of women that we have, and we can also collaborate with her and her group and maybe go down south because she is from Chennai. Likewise, we have another group which is like basically with women riders. That was also interesting, we found. So maybe collaborate with them for a workshop. And get our people known. There are different women, there's so many women in India, and all of them are from different regions.